if you've been following, you know what I'm talking about. Secondly, matching for me, I think, again, don't take my word, but I think this should be approached in a different way. Before I elaborate, I think even using anonymous account names on your account, on your Twitter account, is would be wise, because you're dealing with a messless system. That's number one. Number two, matching for me, I don't think I would recommend that, because saving lives should be the most priority for anyone who aspire for change or to go further in the future. Saving lives is crucial. Now, what do I want to come to? What I'm trying to come to here is to think of something silent revolution. Silent revolution. There is one book that I will share with you, with the host or co-host, and then you can share with everybody. If you read that book, it can give you a bit of wisdom on how you should handle the situation we find ourselves in. Again, I'm so grateful that I have fell into this space. Please tag me to any future spaces. Also, DMs and conversations can also take place there. Thank you for the opportunity. I wouldn't take much time for the others. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it so much.
Okay, thank you for that. Clinton, you requested the mic and then you went off. I don't know if you're still there, but in case you're there in the background, request the mic again, and you make your submission. Crystal, you had something else to add on, Dr. James? Crystal? Okay.
Katumalize nga tugamba nti bannayuganda akoma buli omu okwesa olubabba muno yesu ya Uganda gamba tebinkwata I don't care nze ndi wange amse tutatuuka ekiseera nga tukaba twanga nga ntulege ko mulaba n'abasajja bajjene mu security kola ebihobero nga tebafaayo they don't care, they don't mind what will come after nga batulugunya bannayuganda tebafaayo bali mu security bajjudde batwezezeeko naye byonna mu byonna tebiwulira naye katugenda okwerwanako nakoma obutafaayo okwengayalirira okwerumaluma okabira mutwalo bakutwalako obukadde na bukadde nze ngamba yesa buli omwazi okuse munno mukube ku mutwe omugambe mukulu simuka eggwanga balitwala banange batukoze buli kimu so nga nti munnayuganda talina kyanoonya okwerwanako kiki kyokyanoonya okwerwanako kyobongamba nti njagala balikola ki batuggyemu ebiwobo naye babitunze they have extra organs kwati wandigambye nti kyali safe naye nabo babijjemba ne batukoze buli kimu ekibi basugunyiza abaana tebajjemu enjala buli kimu buli bakikoze bookeza abaana bannange bana tebakyalina mitima mukama katonda naye nga byonna byonna twegatte ngera omuganda wagamba nti agere amu ng'egala omenya mutulekera okwekwasa gundi simanya ngaono ffe kati nze naga tugatuuka ekiseera nga ffe kizibu kyaffe wakati we know each and everything what is happening in a country tubituulidde buli omwaka nya kutuula butuuzi tulina okugamba ekimala tusituke mu bungi esaa zino omusuubuzi yeebaseka bamutaddeko simanya nga China town abandi bali bagamba esaa tugateka amaloboozi gaffe bannayuganda bano abakola match to parliament twegatte nga bannayuganda bonna basirise bannange twegatte. Let's come together as Ugandans.
Kristo.
Yes.
Makulu ga 9th of October lwaki njipushinga ndowooza mugategedde.
Yeah.
New independence.
Banaze maliriza maybe Dr. James Kobani simanyaddako.
Before James comes in, Banange 9th October we have a mega march for our independence, no Rachel. You know your name it's because we need to liberate our country. And yeah, we need to. And the other thing, Mugisha, I thank you once again for that really deep analysis from a person from Ankole to bring it out clear for people to get to understand. Thank you for that. And yeah, guys, contribute to these spaces, contribute small data or what, because once again, we realize that every time we do not hold spaces, the regime apologists and the naysayers hold spaces and derail our campaigns. And so we agreed that there will be spaces always, some in the morning, in the afternoon, and the night shifts, which are these. So anyway possible, please, even if it's small data. I mean, these things take a lot of data, but the most important thing is we want information to keep on going. We want you people to be aware of the things happening. Some of you did not know Mugisha you get into Rwanda. Bazimba Dantale School, Baina Mkuzimba Makerere University in Rwanda. Deliberate killing of our institutions. So when we come here and speak certain things, they help awaken our brains and get to realize, okay, we really need to fight harder for our country. We need to really liberate ourselves. And so for any data or at least small, just to keep the cause going. Thank you. Dr. James coming. Take on the mic.
Yes. Woken up. Hey, guys. There's nothing to add. There's a lot of tough life in the diaspora. I'm just telling you this story because I'm living in it. With a baby of 7 days old, You have reported to work. I woke up at 2 a.m., started setting off the house, went to work, came back at 12:30, started cooking. Then I've been sleeping. I've just woken up. But waking up and finding people discussing is one of the most captivating thing one can ever think of. For me, I just celebrate you people because just look at how much I've been writing. You write, I even don't know who it is, somebody who has read. Because the newspaper article you write depends on who has bought the newspaper, depends on the editor deciding whether this article has not attacked the government. But you guys, you can now come here. Sometimes I even fear my account when I'm like, my account, if I tell you who follows me, my account, if I tell you who follows me, I sometimes like, what do they even think? Will I even be able to meet these guys again? They say, this fella. But you people are able now to talk. For me, sometimes I sit down and just like, I celebrate you guys. I'm happy. You can't be in a country where people just started to. I don't know what happened when to Ugandans. Look at their side. They brought in Awilo Longomba. There's merrymaking here. People are just dancing. Today I was on a Chambogo discussion, and I'm like, hey, who produced this fella? People are still negotiating with this government. People just don't have what to talk. People feel the solution is in sitting with the University Council, calling the Vice Chancellor, doing, come on. And you tell them, you people, the reason why you went to Chambogo University is not because it's not because you wanted to go to Chambogo, by the way. Some of them wanted to go to Makerere and then ended up in Chambogo. Some of them wanted to go maybe to UCU and ended up in Chambogo. Some of them wanted to go to... What combines all of you is that you're students. Now, we're talking about marching to parliament, the students don't understand it. How do these fellas reason? Where do they get information? Where does information pass them? Because the universities alone, if you said Makerere University, Chambogo University, KIU, whatever, these universities combined together, why would march to parliament be simple? It would be difficult. Uganda's solution is on the streets. Today I was trying to... You make a comment and you make a tweet and then you get the answers you get. Now, for Demgaster. Oh dear. That of Fonopono's brother. You answer me now in Uganda we don't use helicopters. Look, that level of people have taken life for granted. You need 15 minutes. If you want to see how serious it is, you need 15 minutes to save someone's brain if they have a stroke. You need 15 minutes. So just look at Kampala. Get a stroke in Ikololo. And you have to drive around the potholes, you have to drive around the jam and what have you. People just don't understand. And so for me, when this woman died, I'm like, no, it's an opportunity to teach. But again, when you look at the parliament, Sarah, God gave us Sarah, God has taken us. No. Sarah died because you could not save her. I work in a hospital where these people are short of creating a person. It's that aging just gets them by mistake. You find them, they're old. These guys can almost create a human being. And for us, we're here, oh God, now you have resort to accusing God. If you need 15 minutes to save someone, then you need almost functional hospitals in every district. Then if you can't, when I talk about helicopters, it's not fun. That's why somebody came from a certain lake or fishing to also start discussing that even the Queen dies. There's, what age the Queen died? Then you ask me, but how come Museveni doesn't die? Museveni doesn't die because he has quality health care. The man has done a small place of himself, a modern hospital, everything is just within there. They check his food, they check his monitored. And that's what Museveni has, is what we all deserve. Come to America here, you might not even get that special treatment for any president because all hospitals are standardized. I'm talking about 50 hospitals that can deal with stroke, 50 hospitals that can do heart surgery in a small country where I am. So that is what we need. When you're saying now, this, by the way, you look at when they say you have 300 and 500, whatever MPs, those guys have potential for high blood pressure. Stroke is going to be a major killer in that country. And when he kills one of them, they're all stupid. They don't know that now they are saying this and this. You ask them, how far can you reach if you're in Mbarara? Can Mbarara handle a stroke? If not, why? Can Ntungamo handle a stroke? With our complexity of transport, pothole, traffic jam, then the only thing that becomes faster for any Ugandan in that country is air transport. Look at the small hospital where I work. You go to a department and you just let me take for these people pilots alone. Let me take for these people nurses. NICU is neonatal intensive care unit. That's why helicopter is there. That's why they have flight. The woman died in distress. Now they have turned to God. And that's why sometimes when you're still young, fight before you are diseased. Fight before you are diseased. You are still young. You still have the energy. Fight before you are diseased. Because at the end of the day, if you are waiting for disease and you're going to join this, these guys are going to start popping up like candles, as you see. Where's Bantariza? How did he die? And you saw how much he was posing with guns. How did he die? So we have a country whose hope should be in the younger people. Today I decided to stay on that Chambogo thing, and I said, let me first listen to them and be able to contribute. If you are discussing something that has a guilty president who was dismissed 30 years ago because he was fighting for the poor, 30 years, you are still discussing the same solution, same line. No. The issue is create a new country. The issue is create a new country where new policies are going to be made, a country where you are in control, you are in charge. For me, I don't have much. Nakazukuka. I need to prepare for the evening and then tomorrow. But like I said, chimpanya amayo kuzuka, or to wake up and find that there are people who are now discussing what I used to struggle with in writing. I was alone. I almost thought I was alone because if I told you that Bango member at the university, I was dismissed. If you follow my history, it was the same story. Bango Bamulago Hospital. What was I talking about? I'm like, the quality of care we want to give these people, the patient. The patient becomes the first, the person you want to see. But now when I wake up and I feel at least you give me hope. You are like candles that are lighting the forest. You are candles that are shining in darkness. Stay there. Yes, it might not happen easily because people fed on rubbish. Their brains, people have sawdust. For me, when I look at health workers, and I'm like, you guys, what brains do you have? What brains do you have? Museveni is a patient. By all means, Museveni is a patient. But he's controlling people who are young. This army is just there to hold you. And they're facing tough time like we are facing. They're even maybe in the worst, carrying a gun and you have nothing. Carrying a gun and you only have one command. Carrying a gun and you can't think outside the box. You people are thinking outside the box. Well, wish you good night, you guys in Uganda, you know. Those of us who are in different countries, this side, it's still evening. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Mungadi. You spoke something that really piqued my mind, tickled my mind. One thing I was there and I was like, it's made look at the propaganda or anything, but everything is possible in Uganda. Muyinza okuba muli awo nga international media yabadde efuuse ekirala ku nsonga za President Kyagulanyi nga mukazi wattu yakwatiddwa in crossfires. You just be there. Kuba mpulira ate gundi ono abadde awuza ono simanyango ono Prime Minister agamba I was with her in the meeting on Monday and then she said the legs are paining her and I told her go and see the doctor. Someone who knew that such an issue can happen. Someone who has never had any heart complications or whatever. So mu Uganda buli kimu kisoboka. Nobeera sacrificial lamb. Nobeera embuzi ey'okusaddaaka mu mbeera bw'etyo efaanana bw'etyo. And that has being put aside. That person grew up from a very influential family and a very family full of professions, that minister. Kyagala okugaba tebamanyi medical conditions ze na kyetaagisa. So eyo nga tuvuddeyo, I won't go in superstitions. I just want to say, for example, Dr. Ayogedde ku medical, just wano Kenya. Wano njagala mumbulire yali agenzeeko ne bamukola zi root canal ne bamukolako oluba. N'avaayo nga tawulidde bulumi, n'abeerawo, n'amala wiiki, n'agutandika okurecoveringa without any pain. Such technology. People are developing when you're underdeveloping. You know, people have the Starlinks and whatever. But in Uganda, even to find a place that has Wi-Fi, but in a free Wi-Fi, hey, it could be a tug of war. What kind of city, what kind of place is that? And one of the biggest hotels, you know, kugamba kwetolola ku counter, njagala ka Wi-Fi.
Thank you, Mugisha, for that. Thank you. Yeah, we shall keep pushing. Rukanga, you can take on the mic, say something. Okay, I think Rukanga has an issue with the mic. Crystal, take on. Your hand is up.
Mugisha ogamba kufuna wifi mu hotel ne kutusaawe wenyine tewali wifi naye gwe Uganda ogimanyi Mugisha. Uganda twafada twagwawo dda. We are all dead. Tuli ku planet ki bannange? Tuli ku planet naye kyembebazaako kimu nti mwebale kutuusa bintu bino. Tubadde nga tugamba tuli mu struggle ye naye nga struggle yakulinda muntu ayambadde kakofiira kamyufu mu struggle newaba nga yeekubika afaananyi obwe nga kabalaza n'ateekayo ku social media atugamba yali mu struggle wanyirira nsi obukitegeera. Tubadde mu struggle nga bwolengera yambadde ovule myufu oyo ali mu struggle nga bannayuganda balala bali wabbali. Nekyembabazaako kimu twavudde mu eyo struggle y'okulinda owakamyufu aveeyo. Tuli mu struggle y'abannayuganda ffitta nti oba oli wakibetuli esaawa ekimala kuba kyenjagala ku kintu ekyo nti nebwe tulinamu essimu bita omukulembeze waffe Kizza Kyagulanyi Ssentamu atugamba nti gwe munnayuganda gw'ogenda okwenunula kakiri ku ddembe lyaffe okutuula twetuuleko batutwale saketi kiri mu ngalo zaffe ogamba nti nedda essaawa twirwaneko nze mbebaza nti ate ekyalo yakamyufu okulinda wa kabaleti kulinda wa ovulo tulinda gundi kuba munuupa aveeyo byaweddewo essaawa yakuyimukanga ffe bannayuganda tubadde oli tuli mu struggle naye nga omuntu gw'olengerako singa simanyanga Kyagulanyi ali mu struggle naye nga tuli awo twebuzaabuza tubadde mu mbeera y'okwebuzaabuza nga tulina actions zigenda mu maaso nga bwa tuli awo nga tuli awo sitaaka omwe nga oli sitaaka mu kintu ye nga tetulaba ani avaayo tuli awo Kyagulanyi kintu buli kimu akyogedde nenga Munnayuganda akyakwamye. Yes, badde bakyakwamye naye bajja kuvaayo. Ekinyumu kimu nti akajja kwongera kunyiga buli sekita. Kwongera kunyiga buli sekita bajja kuvaayo basaale. Bane musole bulungi. Naye nga twirwaneko. Twirwaneko. Tubibagambe.
Thank you so much, Crystal. Tulina okwerwanako. Ate tetugenda kuwa. Tujagezanga kunyo pushing as far as we can. No matter what, no matter the circumstances, we will always try our best to keep pushing this forward. Because if we do not do this now, it will take us half a century to do this again. So it's either now or never. You know, the saying goes that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And this is already the first step. Probably we're in the third or 10th step, but we're going to get there because the idea is already there. And the idea is what we're discussing. The idea is a better Uganda. And we want better for our people, for our country, for our comrades, and for our future. And therefore, we will not relent, we will not give up. Lukanga, are you there? Are you there? Okay. Guys, once again, I'll say this. Please support the calls, support the spaces. Spaces take a lot of data. For those who can't, please, you can support a little, please. Not because of that, but because we need to keep pushing. You know, we need to keep pushing. We need to keep the cause going because we do not want to give room. So we try our best to do the spaces, but sometimes it's a bit tiring. It's a bit tough. You know, the Ugandan data, everything is costly. So anyhow you can support, please. Yeah, you can DM. Yeah, some things we can't share them on space here. So yeah, you can DM and see how you can support the cause. Tomorrow, which is today, we have the match to the football. That's at Nambole. There will be a match, a protest. So yeah, supporting that cause, the people who are handling that, you can DM the good girl or Dada specifically on that cause. Yeah. Then on the cause for supporting the space on data, especially the night shift, please, you can DM me. Yeah, because we do these things and there's no cause without support. That's the fact. And the support has to come from within, not from outside. It has to come from within ourselves. Musimbuzi, you can take on. Singuzi, are you there? You can take on the mic. Son, you have your hand up. I thought you had finished. So it's like that.
No, I do. Just a quick one. You know, these days, I was reading one article. These days, cardiac arrest, heart attacks can be induced. If I go back in the recent days, I remember the bishop who died with supposedly cardiac arrest. I can go with the general coach who died with cardiac arrest. The list goes on and on. So those cardiac arrests are to be put into question. Don't believe that somebody has woken up healthy and suddenly he's got a heart attack. Even if you were to get medical attention, quick medical attention, I don't think you'll even survive those sort of cardiac arrests. So that's all I want to submit. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, you've talked about the bishop. That was the late Archbishop of Kampala.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Yes, that was Archbishop Kizito Lwanga, and they said cardiac heart attack, but yes, we all know what happened, and yeah, the same things. Lokech. So many things have happened. We have Lokech, we have Aronda Nikirima, we have Sevina Nevanda. We do not know what happened. You know, all those things. We have the late Brigadier Mayombo. So as Ugandans, they have a lot to look into and then get to study all these events. But nevertheless, it's about making our country better. And we will get there. All those things have to stop. And we have to push forward. Singus, take on the mic.
All right. Webale nnyo mujima ntini ko host waffe. Webale okugezaako nnyo okulabika nti buli lunaku okiteerayo night shift. Njagala kwebaza buli omu ali wano ku space. Mwena njagala kubeebaza. Kubanga zino ziri ssaawa 8 abasinga kati beebase. Naye mwe mwefiiriza ne mugamba tugende ku space twogere ku nsonga ezituluma ng'abanaansi b'eggwanga Uganda. mwena mwogedde bulungi, siyina gwe nyinza okugamba nti tayogedde, mwena mwogedde bulungi, ate ensonga ze mwogeddeko nsonga nkulu nnyo. Ne Mugisha ensonga ze yayogeddeko nsonga nkulu nnyo, era bye yayogedde teri atakola ki? Teri atabiraba. Kuba saawa zino Uganda oba ngiyite nga ki? Uganda saawa zino eringa oba eringa toilet, kuba toilet buli omu ayingiramu. Okitegeera? Uganda buli ava ebweru ayingiramu nga tebamukute ku mukono. Kyova olaba Uganda ejjuddemu abantu bangi. Saawa zino n'omunansi talina waalima, kati otuuka sayidi z'eno ng'omuntu talina ttaka. Naye ate abantu abava ebweru, abava e Rwanda, abava Somalia, abava Sudaani, bonna bali wano, teri abakwata ku mukono. Naye gwe saawa zino Munnayuganda, va wano ogende e Rwanda, oyinza okkiwulira, osooka kwenyonyolako biki, okitegeera. Naye Uganda okola ky'oyagala ate ng'ovudde ebweru w'eggwanga. So bannansi ba Uganda tulina okwebeereramu, tulina okuyimuka ne twogera. Yadde okutiisatiisibwa kubeerawo, naye tetulina kutya kubeera ne Pulezidenti Museveni nga bagenda mu nsiko, bagenda nga tebakoze eki, okudda n'obutadda mwalimu kimu, naye baawangula. Naye ekyali kyabatwala mu nsiko, baali bagenze kulwanirira Munnayuganda abeere bulungi, afune emirembe. Naye kati saawa zino kyembuuza, Bannayuganda eddembe liriwa? Saawa zino mu Uganda abantu abalina eddembe bantu batono nnyo, era saawa zino abalina eddembe beebo boolaba omuntu omusinkana n'ogamba naye gwe ebintu obiraba otya? N'agamba munaawe ebya Uganda toyogera, okitegeera. Era nze bwe nsinkana omuntu ne mugamba naye gwe ebya Uganda obiraba otya? Gamba nze ebyo sibiriiko, ebya Uganda twabivaako, okitegeera. Oluusi nga n'omuntu talina kyalina naye ng'akugamba ebya Uganda yakola ki? Yabivaako. Kati nze ngamba ffe Abannayuganda ffe abalina okwebeereramu. G'olaba Pulezidenti Museveni ne Parliament ye baakyusa constitution. Golowooza constitution yagikyusa ng'ayagala kuva mu bukulembeze? Tayagala kuvaako, ayagala bw'aba avaako muhoozi yaba amusikira. Ekyo buli omu akiraba, era baalwana nnyo, ekisoboka kyonna baakikola ne bakyusa constitution. Ffe Bannayuganda twasigala wano nga tulaba nga tusirise, naye byonna ebyakolebwa saawa zino ffe abali mu kukaaba ate gwe tutabeereremu tugenda kukaabira ddala n'okusinga wano. Kubeera okukaaba weekuli, kuba saawa zino bw'olengera abantu abali mu sayidi z'e Karamoja, Northern region eyo, embeera gye balimu olowooza nnungi. N'eno gye ndi mu Western bagamba nti embeera nnungi, naye embeera nnungi ku bantu abamu, naye abasinga obungi embeera si nnungi. Era Mugisha yakyogeddeko n'agamba nti eno osanga omuntu omu ng'alina ettaka erisobola okutuuzibwako abantu nga 10, ne bazimbako, ne balima, buli kimu ne bakikolerako, bw'aba balina ente ne balundirako, naye ng'ettaka lya muntu omu. Gye bali n'oweebuuza oyo ye akikola atya? Omuntu omu n'osanga ng'alina ettaka, abantu 10 lye basobola okukola ki? Okutuulako ne balima buli kimu kyonna. So obutali bwenkanya mu ggwanga lino bungi. N'olwekyo tulina okusituka, tulina okwogera, ate tulina okukola ekisoboka kyonna. Kuba eno gavumenti tekyalina kyejja kutugasa, terina kyegenda kutuyamba kutwongerako, tekiriiwo, okitegeera. Saawa zino nabo bakimanyi nti tebakyalina kye bayinza okukola ki? Okwongerako, okuggyako gwe balaba avuddeyo n'akola ki? N'ayogera. Kati oyo gwe baagala bakube ku mutwe, kuba baabalaba nti ayagala kubalemesa, okitegeera. So tetulina kugwamu maanyi, tetulina kusirika. Bwe tusirika eggwanga ligenda. Ekyo kyonsaba njagala tukitegeere bulungi nti eggwanga ligenda. Era nze bwe ndaba omuntu avuddeyo n'agamba bannaaye ebintu nga tebitambula bulungi, oyo omuntu abeera mugezi, yadde abasinga bamulaba ng'omusiru, naye oyo omuntu abeera mugezi kuba aba alengera wala, okitegeera. Gye bujja mu maaso eyo, katugambe nti ne Muhoozi agenzeeko, talina kyagenda kukyusa. Kati agenda kukyusa ki? Enguzi yiino agiraba, Parliament bali enguzi, abeera abalaba tayogera, okitegeera. Kati bo nga famire ate be batandise okulumangana ng'enseenene. Ono simanyi mwabiwuliddeko ng'alangira Lwagoogo, musimanyi mubbi, yemu baasinga mu Uganda yonna. kati bonga family batandise okwagala okulwanira entebe nga bukyali. Ekyo kikulaga ki? Kikulaga nti bano abasajja tebaagala kuva mu ntebe, okitegeera. Era oli agamba kati taata bw'aba avuddewo nyina okukikwatamu. Ne weebuuza lwaki baagala family emu yeba ekulembera eggwanga lino. Eggwanga lino sebo lirina abantu abasomye, abasobola okulikulembera, naye family emu eyagala ebe nga yekola ki? Nga yeekulembera. Era noono speaker wa parliament gwe temulabanga akola ebintu bino, abikolera ku order. Bamulagira bulagizi kati kino kikola bwoti na bwoti. Kyova olaba yabeera mugumu kuba amanyi nti tera ajja kukola ki? Tera ajja kumugambako. So lino eggwanga nze ndaba nti ffe ng'abannansi tulina okukola ekisoboka kyonna. Nkimanyi bw'ovaayo n'oyogera bakulaba ng'omutemu, naye obeera mugezi. Ate ono ye asirise, ye abagamba nti mugezi naye si mugezi n'akamu kuba goba olengera. So ndowooza mugema nti nina n'ekirala kye mbadde njagala okukubuuza ku zino gundi flyers. Ndowooza abasinga balina ze balina, tuzipulanningidde tutya oba tugenda kuzikwasaganya tutya? Tugenda kulinda nga 9th October oba tutandike kati mu
No,
nnaku ziddako?
for the Flyers, don't put it up.
Nkubuulira sebo.
For the Flyers, they have to keep on running even before any event. Those kubeera zitambula, because the intention of the Flyers is the message to sink in the population. Message event sanga message already gyeri mu bantu. You get?
So tewali kulinda nti 9th October.
Iyo message kubanga already gyeri 9th October egenda otuuka nga message mweri already ki mu bantu. Yeah, the essence is the message in the people.
Okay. Kyembadde njagala okutegeera era nga gw'oyogedde tulina okuzisaasaanya buli omu ategeere, kuba kye kiyinza okututaasa. Abantu abasinga tebamanyi kigenda mu maaso, okitegeera. Omuntu oyinza omusinkana n'omubuuza naye gwe bigenda mu maaso, obiraba agamba mbiraba naye ansa talina. Naye bw'aba nga afunye fly eyo akuba olaba flyers za njawulo, asigamba nti ze zino eza March to Parliament, stop corruption zokka, flyers za njawulo. So bw'aba afunye fly eyo kimukakatako n'agamba naye bano abantu bye boogerako kirabika bituufu. So ge tusituka nabo basobola okutusupportinga. So tetulina kupowa, tetulina kugwamu maanyi, tulina okusigala nga tukola ki? Nga tukunga, nga tugenda mu maaso. Oba ki tewali kigenda kututiisatiisa. Nze n'olwenfa naye ne bagamba naye oba bamukuba essasi oba yafa nga alwana lwanguzi, kiba kirungi. Tofaanana ng'ono gwe bakubye essasi ng'agenze kubba. Bwe bakukuba essasi ng'olwanirira n'ogamba stop corruption, March to Parliament, Anita must resign. Ekyo buli omu aba akiraba naye agamba nano omusajja abadde ayagala gwanga lye, okitegeera. Era buli omu naye aba akwogerako nga muzira. Ekyokufa essasi tekijja kubeerawo, naye just badde ngeza bugeza. So tetulina kupowa, tulina okusigala nga twogera paka nga message etuuse mu bantu. Otherwise ebyo bye bibadde ebyange. Mpozi ng'olina ekirala ky'oyagala okumbuuzaayo Mr. Mugimanti?
Kyenjagala okubuuzaayo is I won't ask much, but just okumpa hint. How is the Western region so far? Just tell me, how is it so far in terms of the message reaching there?
Okay, era saawa zino nze gye ndi mu Western region saawa zino, naye embeera nga bwe mugimanyi era sinungi. So mbeera yakweyiya nga bwe mubimanyi. Ate n'ekirala ekya okukunga abaana gye bali, abaana mbalina. So singa wabeerawo ekyokukolebwa tusobola okukola ki? Tusobola okugenda mu maaso. So temukitya, ekya Western region temukitya. Kiri steady. Kitegedde Mr. Mugimanti?
Nkitegedde ssebo.
Okay.
Thank you for that clarity. So in case Parliament wekiri embalala, abo tuyambako kunga abaana abo.
Anti kati waliwo endala ezibadde zikyaliwo. Kati ndowooza nja kutandikirako oba nkya oba ddi nazo nja kuzitambuza okitegeere oba ku kyaki oba ku kooti oba wa oba kiro oba misana bw'oba oyagala enkyukakyuka temanya kiro temanya misana oba kiro kasamba genfuna gapo tekyetaagisa nti emisana manya ekiro kyokka n'emisana gemba nga nsobola okuyitawo nkola ki ekintu nkitambuza so nja kwogeramuko n'abaana bano abalala bembadde nina kuba nali nafuna nyingi so nja kukyogeramuko nabo then nja kuba nkubuulira mu comment section yo actually tomorrow nja kubuulira tomorrow.
Okay, you DM me, but that's good. Keep doing what you're doing and be safe. Okay,
that's
no way safe. We need you safe.
Yeah,
And so
I know.
you do.
I know.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. You'll DM me for any other updates. Clever, you can take on the mic.
Yeah, greetings to you all, fellow comrades. I hope everyone can hear me very well. Is it right? I'm being heard well.
Yes, you are, comrade. Take on the mic.
Yeah, sijja kwogera nnyo bingi nnyo. Just njja kwewula bannayuganda bannange nti bw'oba omanyi ekyaliwo mu gy'ekinaana y'embeera gye tulimu kati. Era embeera y'ekinaana yali eraga nti buli kimu kigaanye nga kitwetaagira kusipikiramu nga bannayuganda, regardless of which tribe we are from, which culture, which tribe, region and religion. So regardless of all those, bannayuganda buli omu asituke. And regardless of any department gy'ovaamu, oba oli musuubuzi, oba oli musomesa, oba oli munnaddiini, because sector zonna tunyigiriziddwa. Oba abasomesa mukiisisigazza, tini namba zijja, nja kukitegeera. Tusaba Katonda nti bongere obbireeta, oba oli awo munaatuyamba ne musituka. Naye ng'ekyamazima oli walukoba. Olukoba omusajja aluleeze luweddeyo. Kye tulina okukola, tulina oddukuwata tulusale, ekitundu ekyenabika kiddeyo kimukube. Ekyo tulina kukikola nga twegattidde wamu awatali kwesosolamu nti oba you are coming from this region or this one or this tribe or this one, because atukulisiza tulu ya divide and rule. I hope this time round twegatte tusituke, because really if we are talking, things are really going more water than they have ever been. And of course bo bakiraba, they improvise always. Nga mwali n'abakyala abamu abakadde okufumbira abantu abo abali mu action emmere, okubawa amazzi n'okubabudamya. Kale mu busobozi bwo bonna bonna, however much embeera mbi, gezaako osituke, because ekyamazima nze nja kwogeranga kino kyekitusumbuwa. Sijja kugamba nti Museveni kati saawa eno tuli yatusumbuwa, naye Museveni yetusumbuwa. Era ngenda kutwala omukisa guno okwowola ba MPs bonna bayita mu ba opposition, because baabayo ne basigning on the censor motion on the paper they were signing, accusing some people of being corrupt. Naye tubakowodde all the times nti musituke namwe tubalabeko nga mukutte ebipande ne muba muyina muyimiridde as MPs mu abagamba nti we signed because of corruption. Kiki mukozeewo okutulaga? I assure you if you have refused, Museveni ajja batuyambako, majja kubawa ekyokukola, era ajja batukolerako, because mutusuuliridde ate nga mwajja ne mutwegayirira. Nze nandibadde mbasaba mu ba MP eddoboozi lyange ligende gye muli musituke, mutuweeyo message mututegeeze nti munnaaye enguzi kino kyekoze era twagirwanyisa bwe tuti naye kino kye tusobodde okukola. Sibiri byakubeera mu parliament ne mutuula omwo. We called all of you out of parliament ne mugaanirayo. Kiraga nti nno mumulina agenda zammwe. Naye muba mugaanye, mpira bannayuganda bagezeeko okwesambira. Please all Ugandans, no matter the age, no matter the size, let's converge in one direction. Tusituke twebaneko, because Museveni tumala kati nga Museveni yali promoting kwa parliament. So parliament gibeereko nnyo maanyi gonna tugamalira awo, because Museveni weetali, ekyamazima Museveni taliwo. So for that matter, sina kwogera bingi, naye I call upon Ugandans by all sorts of efforts, osobola please contribute to the goodness of your country and the future. Mamusinguzi community ngako kamaiki for the future of our Ugandans, our children, n'obulamu obujja obw'omaaso ne bwe tuliiwo. Waawe ensi eribeera nga yeeyagaza eri omuntu, kubanga twaniriza buli omu naye ate batusasudde nattima. So for that matter, tuli mu kaseera akazibu ennyo. Era omusajja olwedda akulaga ali mu lutalo, ffe twemugula bite. Kati nga bwe twagenze mu ggulabite simamwani, tumwandibadde musigale Kampala ne mutuula mu nguudo. Naye bwe muba mugaanye, bannayuganda abasobola tugezeeko nga bwe tusobola. Muwadde mu mbeera yaabwavu etya, okusituka tekirina tekikuggyako. Twetaaga kubeera nga tuli wamu, kubanga region zonna zirina ekizikosa. Nja kusembayo nga ngamba nti buli muntu alina obuwangwa n'ennono, buli muntu alina eddiini gy'akkiririzaamu. Abategeera ebyeddiini n'oba prayer warriors, musabe nnyo, mugobe omuzimu oguli ku bannayuganda okubalemeseza okusituka. N'abategeera ebyobuwangwa okusinziira ku regions ze bava, kubanga buli region erina obuwangwa bwayo n'amaanyi gaayo. Muddemu muwanjagire abakulu abo baveeyo batugoberere, batwongere n'amaanyi n'obuvumu. Mbalayirira tugenda kuba tukimaliriza. Kuba Katonda n'ensi yange. I will stop there.
Kali, thank you, that. Thank you so much. Grace, can you take on the mic? Grace, and anybody else? This is the night shift, so please.
And reply the gentleman who has just finished speaking.
Okay, okay.
Maybe, I don't know, I'll mix English and Luganda because I want to catch up with him. He has very, very relevant points. Some of them just need empowering. Whereas ayogede ku embeera, ekigambo embeera otegeeza ki? Embeera bwe mubeera abantu 10 abaavu, lwaki oyagala sticker oba posta eva Kampala kubagamba nti muli baavu? Think about it. Bw'oba oyogede ku baana babadde mu mazina, lwaki mwagala sticker ejje gye muli mu mazina oba posta? Lwaki tetwogera ng'abantu egamba nti banange? Because amazina ago nago kati is a way of fooling Ugandans. Because kati Balamu, Muhozi, mwalabye bwe bawelokamiza Longomba, kubateeka mu mbeera y'amazina, kubateeka mu mbeera y'omwenge, tulizukuka kodi. Lwaki obayinza okusanga nti no bano abantu batufulinga? Kati twogera ku bwavu, babaleetedde omuyimbi, babaleetedde amazina. Lwaki temuzukukako mu bantu abali mu mazina? Because kati oyagala ogende mu kyalo naye nge crowd eyo eri mu entertainment, mu comedy. Nalabyewo omuwala alina akabina kanene nyasi ng'ayimba ng'abakunamiranga abantu bakuba mu ngalo. Awo lwaki tabobeerawo omuntu waffe omugezi abagambe nti banange bino bye tuliko? Nawulirako n'omulenzi bwe baasibako enuzira agenda ku match parliament oba muyita ki, one of the comedians ng'oyo. Lwaki tetumutuuzako ne tumugamba nti nawe ssebo mu comedy shows zo z'okola, in fact namulabye ng'asomesa ku mustard seed, which was very good. Twekolamu omulimu awo buli we tuli. Kati nze sirinze posta ya corruption. Omuntu yafudde sibakkiriza okutuwa information bagamba nti kati afudde, mwesire ku Katonda naye ng'abasawo okupanga kuyigirira obusawo. By the way, obusawo butambulira ku kufa. James yafa malaria, Katonda ajja tumujanjabe tuti okubangu posta osanga nti embe ekubirawo obukosa can come next new. What can I use now? Posta etuyamba gwegede embeera kiki kyekana mwe okwogera obwosinseka kesiira. Tuli baavu, lwaki tubeera baavu? Asanga nga bavuga bagamba nti onywa omwenge kulokola onywa amalagala. Manyi natera nnyo okutambulira mu baana bano abakola ku nguudo biki kubaliza omubuuzi lwaki onywa enjala kugamba nti embeera. Nosanga yepakisibwa lwaki onywa bwaki embeera kuyita waki kekufudde tekikyalisa. Nosanga nti kamukyusa nti embeera tekufuula omuntu atalina mugaso. Lwanyisa embeera, lwanyisa embeera. Tokwata eddagala litamiiza mbu embeera kati bwe etamiiza ojja kuba kitwogera. So there are chances in everything. Let pastors not be a hindrance. Pastors are not ensonga. Mugenda mu makanisa. Yimuka mu kanisa oyogere mu kanisa. Nibo abadde ne poster. Because poster yo yakugamba nti kati yabadde agunde ono yatuwadde. Gali ya poster. Kristo ya poster. Negwe embeera yo egamba ki bw'oli. Mu bantu bera mukalabala bamuyita committee on resource person. Nti gusengere okufuka kakunta akasengeja ebintu byo abantu. Katabana bitambo babadde awo nabona n'ogamba nti ensonga teri bitambo go teri kugamba nti mugende mu negotiating engeri tugende kwekalakaka. Njoyinza banafa bekakasa tulina okukyusa ensi. So just ekigambo ky'embeera ntabyo nti kanyirira embeera ki yokumbera embeera ki use it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, James, for that. Thank you for clarifying on that. That yeah, we can use other means as well. We can go to the churches. We can add on that, and so we can use every tool at our disposal to communicate our message. I also want to add on what Clever said. These issues of MPs who are just quiet and then they pretend to be part of the struggle, but they cannot. They're not anywhere to mobilize. They're not even anywhere to, like, they're just quiet. And recently, when Bobby Wine was shot, they all waited to go on when he was out of the hospital and taking selfies at Magere. I think it's high time we also started looking at how the hypocrisy around these leaders is. Yeah, none of them even called out people to condemn or what. They waited for until he's out of the hospital. Then they pretend to go there with matoke and chicken and taking selfies. I think Ugandans we are past that level. We really can tell who is real, who is on the cause. Yeah, because if you cannot even do a bare minimum of small, simple, basic things like saying, coming out and condemning all these atrocities happening in the country, this rampant thuggery, this rampant, abductions and killings and violent arrests. And then only wait to go when their leader is in danger and out of danger. That's when they go there. I think, yeah, Clever is supporting on that. It's high time we call that hypocrisy. It's high time we want leaders that work for the people. Yeah, we want leaders that work for the people. So thank you for that submission.
Yeah,
And
interject a bit, katono nnyo Martin kwako
yeah, no,
kenyini.
yeah,
Those MPs, they came out and signed the paper, meaning that they are fighting corruption because Mpuga ate 500. But they are always in parliament. Their comrade was raising a point of a censor motion to be tabled. But they did not even stand up. At least they could stand up and shout that they said, "No, Madam Speaker, you allowed our comrade to table that motion and we debate on it." They would stood with one voice with him. But the guy was struggling alone. Even Oriomo was this quarreling, talking about one point. They were silent. But they are in parliament. Let them stand up. They support him by voice. The speaker will get intimidated at the same point. She will table the motion. She will announce the tabling of the motion. Ekyebivulu tuli mu kugamba mbu tunoonya masses zigende ku nguudo. Those very people ennaku zino batuzannya kabali. Bategeka ebivulu bibiri bisatu. Can you imagine ng'abantu abo bonna bonna batudde mu nguudo z'e Kampala mu kibuga wakati nga bama mu bivulu ne batuulawo ne bagamba bukya tuli wano corruption yagaanye na buli kimu. It is a very fast mechanism. It doesn't need mobilization and what? Just kera ku makya. Because bwe banaagaana mu mirembe, there are people who will come by force and they will not allow them to leave Kampala. They will force them to sit on the roads until ku makya. Then they think will be done. But they are just there talking. We need people to start something. No, he will not command muri mu bivulu. Mutuule mu nguudo ekivulu kiwedde. Bafungyeko babateekamu ne ssente bategeke ebivulu. Let's use those people okubeera nga tutuula mu ezo enguudo. There's nothing we need like mobilization. All the mechanism and everything is on our side, but we are just not seeing. Martin, you can continue from there.
okay, thank you, Clever, for that. Yeah, we should use every platform. Everything is on our side. We should use it. Yeah. So, guys, my co-host has slept off. This is the night.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Hey, I'm listening. Yeah, yeah. That was good submissions from several speakers. Yeah, so we're getting empowered. The message was so empowering. I think we have all heard. We need to come out strongly and assert what is true, really, because it has gone extreme. You can't rule for 40 years again. You bring your son. Honestly, where are we heading? So we need to come out and fight impunity. Remember, we are now on a mission of fighting corruption. Leaderless, we are tribeless, Yeah, anyone who brings in trouble is in. So no different mission. Yeah, so that was noted. Let's be one thing, work as a team to ensure Uganda gets better. Yeah. So my host, anyone, Dr. James, did he speak?
yeah, Dr. James spoke, but
Okay.
there is a guy called Son of something. I think he has something on.
By the way, let's make a tweet targeting Awilo Longomba. Because now Awilo Longomba wants to say us Congo is okay. Awilo Longomba comes to make a fool out of our country. He forgets that he even does with the people who are stolen minerals in Congo. So he's an international visitor, and let's target him. And in fact, sometimes let it come look from Janaka. I'm going to make a tweet. And when you wake up, we are hitting Awilo Longomba. How he wants to let I can't let Robsi Congo.
Yeah, Kitofu. Mobutu Seseko
Yes.
ruled them for a very long time, just because they were concentrating on music. They lied themselves on music. They concentrated on music. Goro Dinga were again the Huawei. Other countries, there was the Indian Simagoro Dina Sitwala. Now it's too late. Now every country's interest is to run to Congo. They're powerless. Every president who comes, he also joins the plunders. Ruto came, he also ran there, took the army there. So the citizens are so poor, their country is so rich. So that is it. So these musicians, we need to be sensitive about them. They shouldn't divert citizens. At least kati oyo gravity tumumaze. So Eddie Kenzo, Sigade. Just boycott, make them irrelevant. When we make them irrelevant here in the city, when they go to villages, they would have lost it. Everyone would have known where you go. So Museveni has has done nothing. Now he's hoodwinking Ugandans with entertainment, because he knows he's unpopular. He can't raise the numbers. Now they resort to music, hoodwinking also the people from the north, But remember, they've lost land. They've been in war since this president has been around. They've grown up fatherless and motherless since this regime has been around. So really, we need to call out civic education. It's very important. People were aware, again, they've gone back, they've derailed. A lot of propaganda is taking place. Uganda has really stopped so low that now people are behaving like animals, full figure. I mean, when you hear what they say, you wonder, is this human being? What? Is this what a small money can do? Guys, let's encounter those people, you reason them out. Yeah. My host, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. There's some guy who had requested the mic. I don't know if his hand is still up. I cannot see people who are requesting for the mic. You can tell me. He was called Son or something.
Okay. So, okay.
As the son of something comes, I was there and was if we can get ways of kutegeka ebivulu at the same thing abiri mu region the same district ezenjawulo abantu abo, we shall get people who will come from those people chanting anything that we want, whether Anita must go or Museveni must go. From the very people, they will get to know Kampala, they are singing, Guru, they are singing. We get famous singers, we organize them from there. No matter the losses that will be made, but tutegeke ebivulu tubeera abantu baffe oba makumi ataano abanatandika okuyimba abalala banawulira they will follow because all Ugandans are in the same boat. Same day, njagala bbala mu bategeke nnyo ebivulu bingi tutandika obigendamu. We shall chant from there and then we shall make it. I know one day ebivulu tujja bijjamu if they are not careful. Let them organize them. Nabe tutegeke ebyaffe bamutegere Kampala waliyo bisatu nga tutegeke ebirala ebbali wa Kampala nga bibiri bisatu. That chanting will converge. Bajja kulowooza nti no babikola kutusirwaza. Tujja funiramu omukisa oguba bwamu. Tukozese ebivulu kati ssaawa eno balimu tulunziza mu ebyo. Leka bye tuba tukozesa. Babitegeke tubigendemu. Tutandikirawo kucyantinga. Abanyiivu banaatulaba nga tucyantinga. Ate njagala abasajja ba UPDF n'aba Uganda Police mubikube emboko temubiganya kuvaayo mu bivulu bituule mu nguudo nga bifuluma. Kubanga namwe muli bannayuganda mulina abaana, mulina abazadde abali obubi. Uganda UPDF Police namwe musituke bigenda mu bivulu mubikube emboko bituule mu nguudo. Tujja kukimaliriza. Don't allow them to go away from there. Let them sit in the roads by your force. Kubanga namwe muli bannayuganda munyigirizibwa musula bubi, mulya bubi. But musirise. Mubikube emboko nga biri mu bivulu bituule mu nguudo.
Kale webali nnyo, Ivan. Ne submission you can have son of a king.
Thank you. I will not be long. Let me just be brief. To say that when Bobby was shot and there are those who went to eat chicken and did not even make a noise or support him like that, I can understand the fear. The fear is real, is there. Remember, after the elections, we talked about the archbishop that was gunned down, whatever, heart attack induced. The fear is there. The abductions that followed after the elections, and even today, daily abductions, we all know, we all see. But what do I want to come to? Okay, Bobby is fighting. He has taken over from BCJ. You remember how it finished with the BCJ. With Bobby as well, in danger, trying hard. We can all see. For me, what I would like to submit is to think beyond corruption match, beyond the corruption fight. Think far much bigger. Thinking bigger, what does it mean? We need something like called Ugandan Patriotic Front. A Ugandan Patriotic Front, be a party, be a movement, whatever it can be, with an agenda, with a political agenda. And I think that can ignite and bring a synergy with what Bobby or whoever has been doing. Now, you have to remember, any minority authoritarian regime will do what it can to suppress and to eliminate, to kill, whatever, you name it. Now, you see, somebody touched about Congo. Actually, I've been listening to so many voices. Sarah, the late Sarah, actually would have been a victim of having raised a voice on atrocities committed by soldiers who were sent there. A meeting was held with all those rebel lords in DRC who came to a meeting there in Kampala. And then when she raised her voice to say that this soldier should be disciplined or be reprimanded, that's how they decided to eliminate her. Now, what am I trying to say? There is a need, urgent need to organize and organize the diaspora. Why do I say so? If you are in the diaspora, you are a little bit free of movement and free of immediate danger because you can speak and you can do much, you can mobilize with all sorts. Now, when the diaspora was to be united, and then the United Front, Patriotic Front, can be working. Now, to educate the mass, you need some form of communication. It's not everybody who can come to these spaces and talk, and nobody can afford it. You need the internet, you need data, you need whatever. So for me, I think having a broadcast like a radio, when I say a radio, it's not the internet, it's something that uses battery the way we used to do back in the days, that everybody, even in the remote, out of internet reach, can turn on the battery radio and be able to listen. It can have something like that. The mass can be educated. The coordination can be much easier. I think it's, to me, a minority authoritarian regime cannot thrive and succeed if the mass, the majority, were to rise and say no. Now, keep on doing the same thing without results, it's called insanity. You can match. Matches have happened in the past. But what I'm trying to say here, saving lives in one way or the other, that can be an approach that someone can take. Secondly, don't think that any regime will just go like that because somebody has cried there is corruption. No way. They will fight until the last drop. To do so, there is this empty shell called the ADF in DRC. That's not a rebel group attacking the country at all. It's just something that they use to invade Congo and loot Congo with its minerals. I think if a United Patriotic Front was to be born today with a clear agenda and mobilize the people, I think synergy can be brought with what is being done with people power and whatever, and with the others that can be born to be able to achieve something tangible. We are in a democratic regime between courts, but any change can only happen with what we have through the elections or ballot. There are other alternatives, but I think even in a proper election, it's easy to win. But even if you were to win an election without any force that can protect the democratic institutions, that also is a big question mark. Thank you very much. I do appreciate for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, son of a king, for your opinion. That's your opinion. Yeah, everyone is free to air out his own opinion. Yeah, now for us, we analyze ourselves, our strength, and we say that let's join the movement of stopping corruption. You know, we join the movement of Anita must go because she's spending our money. You know, and we organize ourselves on being tribalist. You know, leaderless, fearless. You know, yeah, that's what we can afford anyway. So we have printed flyers, trying to sensitize the masses. So we've tried to carry out civic education, educating people on corruption, basically. Yeah, that's what we can afford anyway. Yeah, just sensitizing people peacefully, marching to parliament. Yeah, in a peaceful way. You saw our girls. Yes, actually, our girls again brought a lot of attention because at least apparently most people are talking about corruption. People who weren't aware before, now they're aware because those went in the media, were in news, those people buy newspapers on TV. Yeah, so we need to bring up other, non-violent activities. Yeah, that bring attention because Anita has proved herself to be a hard nut. So we need to crack that nut. Yeah. Yes, as we go on. So at least we are carrying. Yes.
What the gentleman was talking about, yes, he's 100% right. And then maybe he should understand why we are starting with much. Of course, our ultimate goal, everyone knows it, that this ultimate goal for this, of course, is Museveni must go eventually. But we're starting with much to parliament because this is where he gets money from. This is where the budget is allocated to him and all that. So we all know where. That's why this is a war. It's not a battle. It's a war, and eventually we know where it will head to. So we're starting with much to parliament. Not because we do not know where the real actual problem is, but we're also starting from the ground, and eventually we'll reach the head. So go on, co-host.
Thank you so much, the host. Yeah, I was still going on that. We need to bring students' movements on board. Yeah, we need to reach out to them. At least now they've started crying, running to us, crying for help. And I know men are going to cry, coming to us. When things get hot, they run to us because they heard about us and decided to keep away. And now when they get a problem, they remember, say, oh, but there's a movement taking place. I think we can go, and then they shield us. Yeah, I know many people are going to cry coming to us, but shall be welcoming. Shall be welcoming them, take them through the process. Yeah, that we are fighting corruption. Anita must go. Yeah, to tell them about how much is being stolen. Would you Martin, I don't know, is there a complement of How much is being stolen?
A lot. One of the last Auditor General's report, which is the official, which it means that even those figures can be disputed about, says that every year we lose 10 trillion Ugandan shillings. But those are official. And remember, when the government tells you an official digit, it means that number could be even much more than that. So, but if we are to go by the numbers that they were given by their own government agency, that every year we lose 10 trillion shillings, then that can easily make you understand. It means almost half of the entire budget is always.
Yeah, because the revenue usually collects around 21 trillion.
Mhm.
You get, because their target is usually around 30. This time is their target is around 32, of which I don't know whatever. Then there's a debt, you know. So I don't know. Anyway, Uganda is a gambling country. So 10 trillion is lost, basically. So the effective 10 trillion is the one that he operates, pays salary. That's why the roads in Kampala are in shambles. You know, really one wonders, how can a regime stay for 40 years and the roads in the city center, you know, are like we have been in a war. We're equated to Somalia, honestly. So when I see people really mocking His Excellency President Bobi Wine for having sustained an injury due to a tear gas canister, really, I get cold and I ask myself, where is humanity in these people? Is this where poverty has really pushed us? You know, so this regime has really pushed people to insanity. You know, that they behave like even an animal is better. You know, this is a young man who has come up with a vision. It's not a crime. If he said to liberate the country, it's not a crime. Honestly. We expect civility from them, you know, to respect him as a Ugandan. In Uganda, vying for a position of presidency is not a crime. It's not a matter of, again, someone walking on bombs. You know, you vie for that position and then they make you begin walking on bombs. You know, this thing needs to stop, honestly. We need to do everything within our means to stop this impunity. It's so terrible.
You know, co-host,
Yes.
to be honest with you or everybody here, there is no shortage of somebody who can offer support with what is going on. I'm talking about in the region, specifically the mayhem, the misery, the destabilization these regimes have caused in the region. Forget alone in our country, in Uganda, it's so beyond imagination. Now, why and how can these regimes are able to maintain themselves for a half century in power? Is because they use extermination, intimidation, assassinations, cheating of elections, and all sorts, you name it. Don't think they would have the sympathy of Bobby or whoever because he's a human being, he wants to bring change, he's working for the people. Forget about it. For them, they will do anything they can to stay there at any cost. Now, I think if the people, the oppressed, were to understand that these people, they only survive because of they inflict fear into people so that the people are scared and submit to them. But if the people, somebody were to awaken the conscience of the people, I think they will be scared to death. Eddie Kenzo, why was Eddie Kenzo brought into this? Into politics? Is because looking at the Gen Zs in Kenya, the regime was so scared to death that the youth, the Gen Zs of our country, would rise and do the same like Kenya. Now, what does that mean? Bringing Eddie Kenzo there is to try to use him to calm down the youth, divert them into music, saying that music is the success. You can do better like Eddie Kenzo and doing music, playing sport. It's like they are trying to divert the attention of the youth into politics so that the youth are not interested in politics so that they can engage. It's the only reason why someone like Eddie Kenzo was to be picked and used as an instrument to try to suppress the youth that were learning from the neighbors to try to fight for their rights. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, son of a king. Yeah, because now this regime cannot tell us anything. They cannot show any development. If the city center looks like, you know, even a house of a rat is better. You know, they have nothing to offer. So they've resorted to entertainment and alcohol, offering young people alcohol and weed to confuse them. Because Salim Sali is the main supplier of weed in Uganda. You know, and I wonder people who take smoke weed, how safe is it? To be honest. Yeah. So that's where we are. We need to come out assertive. Yeah, fight corruption. Does it in this country? 10 trillion. Half of the money collected just wasted in leakage, corruption.
And remember, Robert, that 10 trillion is what that is officially given by the state. So if the state gives you that figure, then know that the figure could be even higher than that. You get?
You're right.
You get?
If the person who is stealing, if the person who steals, who is in the store, steals you 10 bags, have gotten lost, meaning there are more bags lost. You're right, Mujimanti. Yes, so guys, we need to come out assertive and support this movement. We need to nurture people to be assertive. We don't want to end up like Congo. They forgot their rights and concentrated on playing Lingala. And now so many years of suffering. Mobutu Soseko came and ruled there for a long time. He left, still other bad leaders came, ruled up to now, up to date. They're still wandering the whole world, searching for refuge. So that's what it means when citizens sit back and just look instead of concentrating on what is very important for their country. So really, as Ugandans, I urge you to take matters serious. The matters of the state as serious. Let's follow up on our money. Seriously, it's our money. Let's follow up on our goal. Let's follow up on every mineral of ours. I don't know how much accountability comes from the minerals that is extracted, and who owns those minerals anyway? And why are those localities where those minerals are mined for? Have they been thought about? Who has captured our minerals? How are minerals supposed to be distributed? So those are issues of national concern. Is the oil true? Is it true that the oil is going to come out in 20? Have they been sitting crude or not? Anyway, we don't know. So those are the issues. Follow up. Why is it that President Museveni doesn't want to go? What are the reasons behind? A very good dancer, gets tired. Every good dancer at least leaves the stage. Can't just dance on the dance floor forever. It reaches the time and then you get tired. And watching you get bored. So we're bored with Museveni. I think it's hard time he packed and left. I also should consider President Ugandans. We have been peaceful, respectful. He has done whatever he's done. But I think he has got an extreme now. To begin now attacking the leader of the opposition leader, So what do you mean? What signal are you trying to send us? Those who believe in him. I think now he's pushing a wrong button. And I would pray he doesn't push Ugandans into what was in Rwanda. Because one would ask really, what is he going to benefit if he loses everything? So we need to pray about it, that curse of genocide. Yeah, I think it needs serious prayers. It's a bad spirit. In every society, you need to respect another, to live in harmony. When you begin taking yourself so special, feeling so special, you don't respect others, you don't value others, you mock others, you bully others, definitely that society will go into flames, just as it happened in Rwanda in the 1950s, in the 1994. It was horrible, and it was just a matter of not listening to others. Because it also shows us that the other president even had lions, could serve people to lions. It was terrible. So we don't expect to be treated like that. If you allow the multi-party politics to thrive, you should allow all the consequences, all the laws that comes with it. What do you pretend to give and then you take away? You can't have a cake and you can't lose your cake and have it again. Say let's go into election, they win you and then you want, you force, say I'm not leaving. Let's go into politics. Again, the environment is just a battlefield, a war. So I don't know. They really remember what happened in Rwanda. What happened in Rwanda should be a reminder. Never push people on the wall. If he wants to be a king for this country, let's just declare that I'm a king of Uganda. I don't want issues to do with politics. Yes. Again, politics, yes. Free ground democracy. What kind of democracy is this? You're going to a football match, then you decide to tie your opponent. You tie the eyes, you tie the hands, you tie the legs, tell the person you score. The person struggles with the means and scores, and then when he's about to score, you shift the goal post. What the hell is that? So there's a lot of insanity in this regime. Really, really, really. We need to spread the message outside this country. We need to be assertive and inform everyone about what happened in Uganda and what is happening in Uganda. Surely most people don't know. Some people even outside don't know how long Museveni has said. Some things he just come. So it's our obligation at least to spread the information out, and then we wait for others. Probably those people can decide one day to help us. So, when South Africa really was under the problem of apartheid, many countries waiting to assist to liberate South Africans from apartheid. Yeah, so we just need to spread the message out also. Yeah, because now what can we do anyway? Yeah, but we don't need to give up. We are all intelligent. We have to think. Yeah. So my host, are you there? Martin, are you there? You guys ask for the mic and say something. Yeah, it's our country. We still it up now. For a purpose. Share ideas. How we can end this corruption. Yeah, I don't think anyone is not committed to his country can stay up too late. Supposed to be sleeping. Some people are married. But because of the love of their country, we stay awake to share ideas on how to end this impunity. Leaders who overstay in power are really terrible. So we need to manage. We need to be careful how to manage. They are going. Because, whether we like it or not, they have to go. Honestly. So when they go, what happens? They have not left any sensible success. You mean they don't have people they believe in? Honestly, you mean he doesn't have people you vote with who are responsible? So it's really unfair. Yeah, he really did unfairness to his friends, I believe. And for us, let's do our job. Let's do what within our means. Fight it for anti-corruption. My host, are you there? If my host is let off, guys, ask my mic. It's now I think we're gonna close at 3:30. Western. Yes, tomorrow we have a match between Uganda and Congo Brazzaville. So we need to rest and then plan tomorrow. We need to make it a success. Be running around, coordinating. We need to make it a success. We need to show the world corruption is in Uganda. Corruption is born in Uganda. Yeah. Guys, ask for the mic and say last word. We're about to close in 10 minutes. Lieutenant General, do you have something to say? Ivan, a parting shot. Yes, Clinton. Clinton, unmute and speak to us. Clinton, are you there?
I'm there live and clear and speaking. Guys, how are you today? I hope all you're fine and had a good evening. Now, some ladies whom I know, that for them they decided to, to give this to struggle. Like Grace, I don't know whether Grace is a lady, but maybe. Then there is who? Okay. It's a Grace Omzigaba. So guys, well, how can I say? Muji Martin, how are you doing today? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Richard Robert
Nze ndi musamya.
Uruma. I tried so
Yeah.
hard, but it's okay, guys. Thank you so much for this kind of effort. Trust me, I want to tell you the truth that we are coming. It doesn't matter. I
You're
don't know
welcome.
whether, I don't know whether you guys know the movie. Different movies where there's already scientific fiction where they keep saying they attacked the earth, but they are coming. No, it was a movie at night. Who's coming in the movie? So, but we are coming. Some of us, we are turning to black rather than white. So that means we are coming. I want to continue no kuwabula no emphasizing that. Let's not really give up. We have fought for this for so long. It's not time to give up. It's not time to. The people whom I know that no matter on top of whatever situation it is, they are heroes and soldiers. Muji Martin, that's a big credit. And we believe that also, guys, tutambuleko tugende ku state house mukiraba nze singa era singa omusajja oyo avaako kati enkyangula ticket kubanga twali atayagala kujja kujogera mu Kampala awo nze ne bulanda omusajja avuddeko n'akalulu ka 2026 nyingirawo wallahi kandi njifuna oba nasulanda entane batugamba nti yafudde see and then but I also know Dr. James will also come immediately without wasting time. Because, like, you know, Uganda is the one with beautiful ladies. We have to come and check out those heroes. So, what you know, kuja tuje kusenge. So, banange, ekintu ekyo. Bebanga mugenda kutuma mu parliament. Bikatuleke kwirabira akantu ako. So, without going too much, I would say
Wetuba tumachinga ogenda ku parliament era twirabire tugende ku state house.
Wallahi kubanga tulina okutula mu ntebe eyo, entebe yaffe banange. So, I would say that let's work so hard. Let's work hand in hand to push this together. And we continue. I used to give you histories, guys, but I guess I should give you more history if more history are required. When is it tomorrow? When it is a match? Is it tomorrow? When is the match?
Tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow at 7.
Kati buli muntu ena akwata akabaga ke simanyi munatweka muti oza kwata akagoye twapulintinze obugoye obuliko ebintu oli aba wanika obugoye naye mino kimanya nti ku gate bajja kuba balinze so bobo fuluma ne kakokolo ate ne labide kyandibadde kirungi abaana abo ne bakola ki ne beekuba ne langi ku face ya Uganda Cranes nga tosaana balabya mu distance n'obategeera so kijja kubanga kituyamba nnyo okumakinga sure nti tuyitinga that fit tuyitinga that ekisaawe buli muntu celebrations nkimanyi esooka kya byonna nja kumanya nti Uganda jakusooka etebya akagolo kamwe nkimanyi ono kugikuba akagolo akasooka Uganda Cranes sinungi ku defending goals baya akagolo excitement nabeera mungi 7 zimuru magogo yatiyingiramu so I believe that etabade South Africa is what we are going to be seeing so make sure nti omuntu munno strategy eri bweti protect someone who's ate nokwa identifying nokumanya group gye tebaba batambuddemu naye ekintu kikulu nnyo mu reminding in case waliko live encha banabeerawo tukyalina challenge y'abantu kwanga bajja ku street n'okukola ki challenge ekyalimu space wabeerako abantu basatu naye nga you are planning to do an event so guys mwongeze ku strategies za recruitment simanyi mouth to mouth kwata kasimu kukubirako kuba olina mu simu yo mwongere ku recruitment Mujuni Martin bulwale babaye komo mu space ajja abantu 10 Dr. 10 Grace 10 Rukanga 10 so ndoza kigenda kwa kituyamba nnyo guys if we start recruiting in that way mouth to mouth space ndoza beremu abantu so ekyo kijja kwa kituyamba recruitment is so important so that we can be able there's a new strategy but the new strategies that should be very much everyday improvised so that to know what the best way of coordinating things so by all means Museveni must go so simanyi lwaki tukyalinayo nze muntu omu Robert yemu abali ku co-hosting ne Muji Martin why do we still have match parliament as a hashtag mbuza are you worried of anything why do we have that
And we are civil so it's a too much to parliament. Anita must resign. Era encha tulimukyaliramu enambole you know then after that again we organize too much to parliament.
Okay, so you're still scared of much Museveni must go hashtag?
Not really.
Anyway, I'll come to you again.
Because I want to tell you Ugandans, there is no way how we are removing this government without being straightforward. Museveni must go. That should be the uniform. Okay, kala kasakuni okutandikira ku media. Oyo anita mo ya muwaga kati awaga anita mo oyo gwe twagala tugobe directly mu musana. yoyo muzeyi Museveni. So nze simanyi lwaki naye nsaba nti ekintu ekimu mukitunulemu ekintu ekyo. Museveni must go. It's going to move, it's going to vibrate. Gwe tomanyi ekintu ekyo ngeri president kasa segera. It is something big. Ruto bamugamba ati Ruto must go yakandikirawo okunegotiating n'Abakenya because it is big.
But if that started with Ruto must go, he would have gone already. Never batandika ni financial bill, ne bagikuba bali kutaka ne bangamba yuwa cabinet n'agiwa ne bada ku Ruto must go. Jukira abamu balaba bibudemu. Bachibye.
Kati olaba bwetunula ku reform eya side eri. Bino kati byogereko nga babali. Nti bali Ruto jukira yo mupya atikabo balina democracy. Kati bwe bamugamba bibali baagana kwe kumugamba Ruto must go. Okitegeera kubanga yali aganye kwa achieving bibali baagala. Naye on our stage ekiwundu kyaffe kinene nnyo. Ekiwundu kye tulina tekyetaaga kabandagi katono. Ekyaffe kyetaaga plaster. Oba kyetaaga kusala okugulu. Yes. Ekyaffe ekiwundu kyetaaga kusala okugulu. Nti kati tulina solution yo n'okujja ko okugulu kukole ki? Kuveewo. Naye bwe kituuka side eri ya Ruto be waawe tanjawulo muko. Bamugamba if you don't implement what we want then you must go. Immediately he started, even he was the first president to negotiate with young Kenyans on X. The X it was million, there were more than 10 million on that X. He was the first president in the whole world to hold X with citizens. So ngamba, some things need to be weaponized. Hashtag need to be weaponized. Stop corruption. March to parliament. Yes, march to parliament, yes. But is it weaponized or it's a weapon? Okay, what can we do? We need something that is going to shake someone in the chair. Ntinebanga tujja ku street amanya nti it is much, it is Museveni must go. Ne placard zona zichuke zigame Museveni must go. Because kati betuna agamba march to parliament. I don't know, guys, I'm not bringing narrative to change you, but I'm just ngeza kubalaga option eyo obanga opinion. Ngo omuntu ngase kino omunganze. So sagala mugambe, I don't want you to say I'm diverting us. No, ngeza kukulaga nti waliko esas wataka mundu ne mundu enene. Kati march to parliament, stop corruption. Beyond bade bikola if we still needed this government to stay. The question is in individual inbox and individual thinking. Do we still need Museveni to stay? If we know that we don't need Museveni to stay, our hashtag should be Museveni must go. Because abasigadde bonna yekisumuluzo. Ekyo kitadde bali waliko ekintu kyembali njagala bayisaawo okubabuusa mukimanye speed. You must have heard that Museveni has been nominated by NRM, that is coming as again he's standing for presidency. Mwakiwuliddeko ekyo? Bulaba tuliddeko. But let me tell you what is coming. Museveni has parliament mu nkwawa ye. Museveni has electoral commission mu nkwawa endala. Museveni has security mu nkwawa endala. Museveni has money, Chebandite Bank of Uganda. That's why he's the governor mu nkwawa. Kati kyabagala kola, what I have heard, this is an insider, however much, gayo no, tala mugula kolinya but he works in State House. Era gayo no bamujjako ne passport ye, era bira. Aina ne family, ne yangambye, he's scared of his life. He has been telling me those things. Bamuyingiza mu bironironi, alina okusasula. Okitegeera. Manya State House manya bichi bakola but tana nangeri asobola kugenda baba looking yangambye Clinton, you don't know what we are seated on. Ngoza tetwagala yemukola. We need them, but these people silenced us long time nga tetukimanyi. Twasigaza just to work for them, and I want to tell that kino kyekiriwo. Nay, this information came late because that's why I was off and on. But the truth is, Museveni ayagala kujja, agakomyewo already nga president. Ne mutabani we Muhoozi, he's going to come nga yesimbye ku kitaawe. Kakati ne Bobi Wine agenda kwesimbawo. Kakati mukubala obululu obandi badenga NRM because kituufu gwe ne Bobi Wine bwana addayo olide tukimanya akalukalaga wani because oli buli kimwa kina mu nkwawa njagala mukimanye ate njagala mpiseewo kino nakyo mukiwulire. Kakati bwana amala kuyisaawo mwana amala kuwa akalulu nga bali mukubala akalulu bagenda olaba ndozo laba bagenda kubala akalulu bakasinga akalulu obwana badenga ba NRM bajja kulangirira Muhoozi nga awangudde kitaawe nga musinza nga 1%. Kino kimbagamba information nga musinza 1% Muhoozi naye alisimbye ku kitaawe. Kakati Museveni babanga badde 69% jubula gulu baja bubba. Muhoozi ajja kuba katumamira inanga lega bitundu 5 mu 5 ba kale bitundu 4 mwenda ku 10. Muhoozi ajja kujanga ina ebitundu 5 mu 2 ku 10. Democratically by constitution Muhoozi aba wangu dakalulu. Ate toina nacho mukola. By constitution Muhoozi aba wangu dakalulu. Obo mukitegeera. That is what I've been told. Kitegeera there is no way how you expect amajedi gagenda kulumba ki? Gagenda kulumba government. Tewali. Muhoozi aba wangu dakalulu by constitution. Ekyokubiri alina majority ennene mu parliament. Parliament ebeesembani mutabani we kubanga already bali mu kulya right now, they are feeding them money. Bali mu kubagula bagenda bagula bonna. Ekisooka kya byonna babbi ate babateeka mu narrative. They have been, this is what I'm telling you. Bali babateeka mu narrative. nti egamba bwe nti kasita gavumenti ekyuka byonna bye balina nga baminisita oba bamemba parliament aba bagenda bebatwala secret meetings ze babeera nazo and already balidde babbi mukimanyi nti babbi so bobo benyini bakimanyi nti babbi so tebasobola kukkiriza okubeera ne less majority in parliament. They will do anything to make sure that they have the majority. That's why even ngolaba Anita akozesa that force gyalina kubanga akimanyi mutani wa muhozi ajja and you will protect them ate bajja kwera mu government ye ebyo singa nabyogedde nga gundi information bakwa ndifunye late kino kyabagezi bokka basobola kitegeera so taata bajja kuba ine bitundu 38 nga ogundi bagambe nga Kyagulanyi ane bitundu 17 oba 10 meka then nga bwe taliko the other day then kitaawe aberenga ine bitundu nga just oli amusinzaako 1% by constitution president apasenga bitundu meka ababimanyi it's just by percentage
51%.
ne bwokola otya oli ajja kuba ayiseewo akalulu ajja kuba akalire mu butuufu bwakyo by constitution ebe protecting. That's what they are going to do and that's the plan. Chokola muntu Museveni yakomyewo yakitegedde bwalekako mutabani we ye kenyini Museveni na stepping down nga bwe kyali initially mutano we bagenda mu bakalulu family be baba bagenda closing everything byonna bye bakoleredde ebbanga lyonna but the plan is to remain in power. The plan is to make sure by all means balina omuntu aba protecting wa maaso ekyo kyekitindagala mbabuulire ate they don't trust anyone kubanga bandirese omulala but they don't trust anyone yensonga lwaki muzeeyi aleeta mutabani we he cannot trust anybody kubanga kyandibadde easy yandibadde aleeta muntu wa NRM namuwa bukulembeze bwatyo mu ngeri bwetyo but tali sure if he's going to be protected. Akonkayisizaawo information gye nafunye olwaleero yennyamiza naye nga mwebanga muli ku space zino mubuulire buli omu yenna akitegeere muhoozi bw'amala kujja mu bukulembeze nga by vote ate nga alina power of parliament muzeeyi wagenda genda lwakitula alye butaala bulungi tolina kyogenda mukola muhoozi bajja kubagamba muhoozi kye bagenda akola they are going to bring back the presidential terms basooka bazi reforming ebintu bingi lwaki olwo tewaliwo bank of governor lwaki tewaliwo governor wa bank of Uganda olwo lwaki taliwo because ekyo kye babala sente tebagenda kukozesa mu kalulu sente tebagenda kukozesa nga Mpundu ayingiddewo n'omutani wa Museveni ng'ayingidde mu byobufuzi waliko diversion gyegenda creating a speed awo atandise okukola enguudo ekibuga agenda kukikyusakyusamu awo bakole bagenda spending a lot of billions of money on first kisanja lwaki okusangulawo n'okuprotectinga kitaawe byakoze n'okwerabiza abantu nti kakati waliko eddembe lizzeewo ekyo njagala mukimanyi so yensonga lwaki Museveni bamuzeemu ne bamuleeta nga chairman wa NRM era ne bamuteekamu ng'agenda kubeera president because PLU NRM is a different political party from PLU but PLU mumanyi terina okuleeta omuntu waayo egenda kubeera president waayo kati tosobola kiwakanyaamu muhoozi abali tasobola kugiramu NRM yensonga lwaki bateekako PLU kati PLU nejja kuleeta presidential candidate waabwe gwe bagenda kuleeta mu maaso nga yaki so already you have seen bagula abana Ugandans you know them ate nezo kuyakolo bagenda kapa kati information dembali naga kubawa kuba inacho ku submitting information in the source tuna chimpada can review their identity but they are also under suppression nekyo kigenda maaso.
Okay.
Webali Clinton era omuntu omugezi weebuuze nti ate mutabani wa Museveni omukulembeze kulwaki abeera ne political party okitegeera yalibadde ajoininga definitely ya taata we naye akwetinzeewo political party yeefuula ate nga rivaling nga taata we ati naye agenda tweteekako mbu is fighting corruption to confuse the masses when PLU yemanyi okufighting corruption we are tweeting. So I get your point. I think your point has points.
But Mr. Bulman, these guys, they have been saying that is the first thing every time they're saying, he's going to fight corruption, he's going to fight corruption. And unless Ugandans don't have eyes, don't have ears, some of the things we foresaw them. But you know, us Ugandans, we are like, oh, what? Simani.
Poverty. They created poverty.
And so imagine this guy was in Tororo. He's in a uniform. A country, these are UPDF. What does their act say, or what is their constitution saying about an serving officer? Here, the guy just went with Trump to the chapel, and you saw what happened. Yet Trump was the president, but the whole nation, the guy had to come and apologize immediately. But look at us as a country. And then we say ourselves, we have parliament. We don't have anything, by the way. We have no constitution, we have no parliament, but we're literally having looters, thieves, and murderers. Very unfortunate that this message is going out, and the population is going to the just garbage, like you have said, poverty. And that is where this guy needs us. And the Ugandans don't see this. They look at it as a favor. So saying they are going to fight corruption, we saw it every time you see the puppets, what they are saying. There is totally nothing. And then telling you as the parliament to vote for the MP. We all know who's in charge of Electoral Commission. It is Museveni. So as a Ugandan, you have no chances of winning these guys.
As I interject with Kanga, that's what I'm asking these people. Tubulayo onre 3 months to yingire mobilization. People, we are feeding them much to parliament with a narrative, with a subject, but on the wrong time. We should feed people. President Museveni must go, so that kitambule mu mutwe gy'abantu kubanga mobilization bwezinatandika abantu bajja kuba busy. So we should first feed people to understand that whether Museveni is what, whether Museveni, he must go, to remove the other narrative that they are planning to create, so that by the moment olutalo bwe tugenda kusparkingira kuyingira ku streets n'okulwana abantu bamanyi balwanyisa Museveni okugenda tetutalwanyisa march to parliament. Tugamba what is march to parliament for? Kiringo li mu nyanja naye okwata akenyanja akatini ekibuto kwata ekyenyanja ekinene. So yes, but me personally, as an analyst, based on what is in existence, based on the time remaining to the election, to sit on the plate and eat, I swear, the hashtag match the parliament, stop corruption is not good for that stage. People need to start hearing, Museveni must go, so that the information is sasanye. Amawulire agagamba nti Museveni agende gasasanye ekyo nabagamba fe twatula mu diaspora ne tugamba no, we are no longer talking about release political prisoners. Twagamba Museveni must go. Era buli wamuona gye beekalakaasa agamba Museveni must go. Kati worldwide twamala kugifeedinga ddala ti Museveni must go. But back home, you are at match parliament on the wrong time, because there's nothing you can change on the parliament now, nothing. Bonna betuli mu kulwanyisa babulayo ekisanja kimu, just one. Sorry, babulayo omwaka gumu mu kisanja kyabwe bagende. So is it really the right time? So to me, I think that we should have Museveni must go as a hashtag.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Can I ask something? Because, now, this has been buzzing me a lot and giving me headaches. With all this that we are seeing, coupling up with what you've just wrote, the plan and all that, but we still see people still advocating for that same election, which is conducted by the same person who is in charge of the whole process.
With the police and the army.
Exactly. So then why do we still go on for it if we know that everything is in that? Why don't also our leaders change and say, okay, in order for us to have a better
that's what I'm saying. Let me interject a bit. In 2021, I'm a NUP supporter. I hope so of us in the program Nunji. NUP had power. NUP are powerful. NUP had a massive mobilization. In fact, NUP won election. But NUP failed because it had no plan after election. There was no plan after election. And that's why we failed. If we had a plan after election, that in case there was no plan after election, which was planted in the people, you can have it as you, but if it's not circulated in the public, if it's not feeded in people's heads, do not never of course I heard that it was there, but it was not feeded from the beginning, because Robert Kagame yali amanyi entebe ejja kuba transition. So what was in Venezuela recently? So why no kubaawo what was singa NUP yali agala kwata entebe yayo yali kubanga ina plan after election kitetuzaako akalulu kano banakabba kubanga already NUP yali ekimanyi nti akalulu bagenda kabba bali bakimanyi that bagenda jitawo ne babanga bagize batati bagenda jitawo. So they lacked a plan after that, and that would have been arranged, but they went to arrange it at the last minute. So if it was arranged that in case akalulu bakabyenga already bali bakimanyi, we were not accepting, we are going to go and attack and overthrow it, but bagenda kugamba nti mwakanye binava mu kalulu when it's already too late. So that's what I'm trying to mean. Wachiraba president bamukwatire gwe mukulangiro yali asinze, president yali we naye singa yali nga tisi kyekyo nti waliko after plan Bobi Wine yafa ku voting ati yandize wake we since he was a command waliko wala we yandibadde nga atema then ulutalo lutandika ekyo kyekisooka, because we do not expect to take Museveni down. It's not going to happen by words. He came by army, by military, he killed millions and millions of people, and that's the same way how he must be removed. So if there was a plan after election, by better, by good, it would have worked. It would have worked. Same applies now. They already know. By all means, akalulu bagenda kabba. Already bakimanyi. Museveni amaze actually bakimaze. Museveni is 80 years of age. Ekisanja kibira kya myaka 10. Katweka kunga amajali kujamba bufuzi okubeera mpaka ku myaka 9. He's not. I've told you that strategy. And an insider from the state house, which I cannot mention. They're also living in suppression. He's telling you the plan. Already Museveni has accepted. Bino byogera kubanga waliko ne olaba badduka tomulabye abaduse. Mwibali. So I am informing you that this thing of march to parliament, it's not working. It has worked what it has worked. we need to feed people earlier. One, you must have hashtag Museveni must go. Kuyingira mitwe gy'abantu, but kimanye, you need to prepare them that in case akaluba kabye, era bagenda kabba buli omu akimanyi. Naye katugenda ku support abantu obadde oteeka muntu batunza mu corruption yokka. It's too late for fighting corruption. It's too late. On a rotten government, kibeera too late. If we attempted it in Bachaba, ina amaanyi gakola byayagala. Because wali kweri big fish, when you don't touch on shark, you are touching on this or tukutte ku mutwe gwa shark, okutte ku mukira gwayo. Olwo nakyo bugikola. So kakati nze nganze okusinziira mu information that twatufuna. Wallahi, no match to parliament. Tena we batwala Museveni must go. Ugandans need to accept to come. Tuwala ate oyagala kulya mukazi, ate oyagala mulya, ate ntoyagala ataala. Zikize etaala mukwano byo tebikola. I want to be shy. Njaga Museveni agende naye kampitire wansi kakati. So what, you cannot change parliament ebulayo mwaka gumu okugenda. This is the 11th parliament. To get 11th parliament. You get what I'm saying? That's why people stay seated until midnight, until some to make this impactful. So, njagala mbabulire. Ekyo mukimanye nti we need to start saturating narrative ya Museveni must go. Abantu eno bayingira mu bwongo, Abannayuganda bamanyi babadde emyaka 4 nga beebase, obwavu bali bwavu babawayo mu 5 tebakyuka. So that by the time waba akalulu bali bamala okusinda banywedde ekigambo bamanyi what to do. Then we are another hashtag. Have hashtag Museveni must go in a bill. Hashtag electoral commission must reform. Or hashtag electoral commission boss. Because watch that in public nnyo. Kubanga tayagala nnyo kubanka yogera olw'ensonga. Amanyi tebwayogera bingi. Bayinza okumuleeta okwagala okumwataakinga. That's why I kwekeyo munda. Judiciary eri mu nkwawa ye. What makes you think that what we are doing is going to change? Guys, we have to know which framework we are looking at them. Ekyokubiri. Bwe tuvayo omuntu omulala valid information wait. Bwebanga tuli mu spaces ennene, mwenna abadde wano mugende mu supporting ekyeri. Naye nze bwenjogera nekikoma awo agenda ku listening people would want to listen. Anya mumwe soko mumbulire who has ever gone back to listen spaces zise kuba make. Raise up your palm kimanye nti a good analyst, a good researcher. What is a few? No one goes back to play these recordings. So bwebanga wali ekintu ekipasingidwa in the night, nga kyogeddwako, let us push it to the other main chat. Because that's the most that's a fact. Nti mwenna nga bwe muli wano, bwevanga muyingidde eri, buli muntu awaliko omukono okwogera mugambe nti nedda. Enkyago ekito nedda waliko ekintu ekituufu kiri bwe kiti. Obulayo mwezi ebisatu okuyingira mu mobilization. Abantu bagenda kwata bagula ba t-shirt b'olukumi kubagulira sweet mwenge. Ogenda batamiza dde ekigambo. Abantu basibye mobilization nga bakooye. Olagenda kubeera ku space, agenda kubeera ku radio, ku TikTok okuwuliriza Museveni must go. Ngoloza bagenda budde babuyina. So guys, I beg you submit because it's small. Ndowooza balabye bazze. Tomulabye wa SFC, mpaka yabadde SFC. Tomulabye mu uniform aduse. The informers, they visited these spaces. So kiki mbagamba. Oraga ekibuzo kiri nti bolooza Museveni agenda kukolesa baka ku myaka 9 babaye emyaka 8 ani 8 oyaga kunga majja kwera atambula. Ekyo kifeke ko question mark okibere. Kiki kyabala to die mu kufira mu ntebe. Nga temwina nebe mukwata temwina kya mukola. Ebyo gaga babisigaze nga bola bakinyata babayita bata barudu bogena Nairobi bakugamba tene go bino byo gaga byonna bya Jomo Kenyatta. Katuja kusanga nga farms ebabba ebyo gaga byonna bebabba babisigaza and they are protected by the state. Erikwe kulembera. So PLU mbulyo yaga kunga PLU yegenda kweta Franka Gashumba. Yaga kungamba PLU yegenda kweta Daudi Kabanda. Yaga kungamba PLU yegenda kweta Andrew Mwenda. Yaga kungamba PLU egenda kuleta ono musajja gwe bajje mukomera. Guys, tulina okumanya game zino n'engeri zita bolinga mu bino ebintu bya match parliament it's nonsense. As an analyst, I'm sorry. Biakora where they stopped. A new strategy must be baptized. Hashtag Museveni must go so that it is everywhere in the world. Bamenta banaga abatanso bakoye Museveni. Hashtag match parliament yaga ntokoye Museveni. Wali ogamba nti match parliament kakati balese gundi balese muhozi agobye corruption. What will you say? Ate muhozi must go. You were saying match to parliament azaji tu sisa reform means. Wali ogamba corruption akulaga ntatadde amanya ali kulwanisa corruption. Muzeyi yalemerwa corruption kakati yenza kikolako corruption ngina jiwanisa. But what are you going to match for? Are you going to match parliament again? So guys, let's resonate these things to the high standard. It's not waste time. I submit.
Thank you, Clinton, for that. Thank you for giving that deep analysis. Quite something to think about, guys. Quite something to think about. And so, everyone, this is something really we have to think about and act on it. It had started immediately. Bobby Wine's incident had happened, the shooting, and so I think as a people we need to really reflect because the things happening are serious issues going on, and I think we really have to show that we really need the change we want, and we really need to push for what we want in this our country. So thank you, Clinton, for that. And guys, I think in every post you tag and all that, please tag also that hashtag as well. Let's tag all the hashtags. Tag that hashtag as well. Of Museveni must go. It's also one of the hashtags there. But this is all to show that this is something that we days ago had been talked about, but I think we kind of let it slip away a little. But then we need to get also serious and see where we should be driving and making sure that our demand is met, and if we really want something better. So thank you, Pinton, for that. And yeah, Lukanga, you had something. Oh, Pinton, coming. Take on the mic.
So that my final submission is this. Sorry guys. Until when we tuli wano. Enchawe tunayingira mu space eri mu ba good guy. We need to oppose and say that no, guys, look at this. Because we know why omuntu munayogera. Eno mwana abadde information na wulira nange nganti demo. You need to oppose. We know kuva omurundi gumu. Webanga we cannot do this in space. Netu opposing ekintu. Then we are wasting time. We are wasting time. Abagenda mu kulwana mu Congo tugende. We should not waste time. Okitegeera. So, tuve wano kyonna nga tuchi supporting nze nga motion yemu. Tuaganda, you know what, guys? This is how things are. 2 months, 3 months, tugeze mu September. September jijeko, October, November, December ya Christmas jijeko, January. Katusigaza just 2 months and something. So you tell me. Seriously. Ntumachi parliament muhoza zekali. Akugambye kale much stop corruption ndi mukujibanyisa. Why do we want lwacho yagala mukazi atuyitire wala nnyo okumusaba? Musabe directly. Mugambi njagala kulaba alike yachingamba mu Luganda, ndio yagala kusaba mukazi mu Luganda ogamba njagala kulaba. Naseka ina ankole chanjawulo muko wito mukate like mukazi chanjawulo wera kusaba mukazi boya yagala kusaba mukazi chanjawulo waffe twogera straight Lukanga yamanya basi nyankole basaba nisine ebyazigala njagala kulaba mu ati kulaba mu akati tuleke kubanga twagala kulya mugati ati tuli kusooka kunoonya tuli mukunoonya obawa banangi tereke kabo kyowoze mukalinga activist asuze ku kirongo oli wano kirowoze mu kyenjogera banangi tuleke kubala ebintu in wrong way. Majority veye gambe kino tetulaba kino kituufu match parliament ogenda mu Christmas buli muntu yabadde ku space agenda kubula bagenda mu Christmas na yeye lwaki tukosa advantage eno abantu tubali senjiri ati 7 must go flyers ezifuluma nizigamba 7 must go from 1986 to 2020 no more to 2026 abantu ne bitandika kutambula ku Twitter ku wamu wonna ne gafuka amawulire already ino yona kyatwa kitandika dda there is no way enzenda as magazi ba supporting there is no way they are going to supporting am Kenya bali ku ground you are not you are not shaking your own Muno kumulaga ntebo you must go. Ngabo kibadde naye okwekeka mu kigambo match to parliament nga tumukugenda kujja kwentebe oza kina akola boza bwe yali alwanisa obote bwe yali alwanisa amini oza yekweka mu kufumba mere da ngabe twakudene tulabula etugamba omupolisi yenna bwana ndoza match wide oyo omusajja spokesperson wa police mwamulide ngabo twamaze okumukwata munagamba if I find someone taking these things personal I will deal with him temwamulide kitegeeza they fear direct attack is so important. Epapanizo fuluma nekitambula muntu omwali kungendo nakishuwinga if you a police officer ateba abagenda pewa abakumi kibera ku air banange nze simanyi nakumanya singa ndi mu bakito ninga 15 kibera ku air nekifuluma if you a police officer and you are seen torturing a civilian we shall work on you tibamanyi bani umanyi obunkeke bwe babirako okimanyi obunkeke bwe babirako they can go back to sodomize our people they can't. So there are some serious warnings which has to move nga it's a direct attack. Ngere je nkugamba ukamati Museveni must go is a direct attack to the state. It's a direct attack to the state. What makes it genuine is the fact that this guy has been in power since 1986. Tukwa mugambe tumulabire ku Ruto we bamugamba Ruto must go immediately ya whole finger space. It's not small. Okitegeera. So kiringa nga bolabira kan kiteke mu simple term endala. Odi batu fena tubadde ko bakosi mulamu baffe. Omanyi bosi okukumya nagamba chanjawulo nga bosi wa bagamba kugoba ku mukozi munno. Nti omukozi munno should resign. Tekikunyiga nnyo tekikunyiga. Era it doesn't even shake you because see egwe. Oba bagenda mu demotinga. Tekikunyiga it doesn't push you. Naye batuke kugwe bagambe nti onaku verita ifiku ya chasing you. Ogenda kulaba akatengo. We want to sack you. Oja kulya akatengo nga bwe kali. So there was some attacks let them be direct. Museveni must go. Binebintu ya hashtag match parliament does not work. I think that's why even most people are not on it. People need to be feeded for stopping corruption. Parliament obula mwaka gumu egende. Tugende mu parliament. Government egenda kujagenda reforming ani kugenda kwatako abava bagenda kusigana ebintu bya webe baba. Speaker Kadaga manchi yakola. Omanyi Speaker Kadaga yaleetera presidential term limit okubanga bakikwatako ne ba sekikuba be bani. Kati ali batali mu bintu bye. Was she accountable? Mwatali mwavu. Banange this reason. Presidential parliament wenejja. Egenda kutuuka bagenda kugikyusa gwe wabadde oyagala holding accountable nga si ali in position. Agenda kusigana ebintu bye yabba. Agenda kweyogera kubeera obulungi gwe yamusindikayo ne sente ze babba ogenda kuzimubanja otya office yadivaamu agenda kugamba onosalale wange yakoze kino nawe gendayo. So guys, let's not play with some things banange. Stop corruption. Okay, do you think corruption can stop in Uganda right now? It can't stop. Buli muntu ali mugenda mu elections bagenda kubba ssente okwevo okugula abawagizi to vote by themselves. So ebintu ebimu bannange mubitunulire. Let's not be balese ensonga bwe tutuduse tugigenzeemu. Balese ensonga bwe epande yandibadde biwanikiddwa mu kisaawe nte Nambole yandibadde ko Museveni must go. Bakwate abaana olutalo lutandike. Bakimanye nti Museveni must go by all means. Ebyo ebintu match to parliament. Match to parliament.